Sixers Celtics rivalry, one of the most epic rivalries in all of Philadelphia sports. Sadly, it goes against us more often than not, but there is no way I could have this channel without talking about this game. My father would look down up from above and he would put a curse on me if I did not mention the fact that the Philadelphia 76ers came back down 3-1, took 3 games in the Boston Garden, including game 7, to defeat the Celtics in the first round. And of course, this is also at a time and in a situation where no one, except maybe, us, the crazy ones, the Philly fans, the hardcore fans, gave the Sixers a chance in this series. Also, down 3 games to 1 in this series, getting completely destroyed in 2 of the 3 games, and even the third Celtics win wasn't exactly close. But the first game was an absolute embarrassing blowout. We didn't have Joel Embiid for a lot of the series, who, by the way, absolute monster, man. I'm kind of sick of the way the media treats him. I don't think the man is soft. I think, unfortunately, he's one of those guys. Like, speaking of Sixers, you can go back to Andrew Toney, the Boston Strangler himself. That Embiid just doesn't have a body that's built for it. He sure as hell has the talent and the heart, though. What was it, 34, 12, and 6 last night, I believe, which is absolutely epic. Uh, everybody's melting down. 'Cause, we've got everyone was picking Celtics. I saw somebody's rankings going into the playoffs. They had Celtics at the top. This is for East and West. Sixers last. Okay, we got no respect. We were given no chance going into this. I saw on FanDuel where the Celtics had the absolute best odds of getting out of the first round over any other team in the NBA, and yet here we are, down 3 games to 1. Game 7 in Boston. We took 3 games in Boston, folks. What is it? The first playoff series win against the Celtics since what? The Sixers championship year, or maybe it was the year after that, but it was pretty close around there. Early 80s. Early 80s. Um, I know I sound pumped, right? I do a whole lot of Eagles on here and I sound pumped from I am. It's been a long time. A long time. The only thing I don't like about this that irks me a little bit is I cannot stand the Sixers owner. Same clown who owns the Washington Redskins, although he is a coward and calls them the Commanders. The one guy, because I saw this as well recently too. The Philadelphia Union tweeted something out about the Sixers. Oh, it was the people at the Union, Philadelphia Union game, because we had the Phillies, the Flyers, the Union, and the Sixers all playing yesterday. And the Union tweeted out, right, they had the tablet. They were in the booth, I guess, the announcers and stuff, and they had the Sixers game on, which is cool. We get one of the great things about Philly is we have so much of that with the I don't even want to say cross promotion, 'cause that's not just the support from franchise to franchise. But Sixers owner being the owner of the Commanders, of course, after we put BTA on them in the NFC Championship, went and won a Super Bowl. The only Philly team that didn't tweet anything out in acknowledgement or put on social media anywhere an acknowledgement of the Eagles Super Bowl win was the Sixers owner. So unfortunately, we have to take that bad with the good. But I just want to play a couple of things real quick. First of all, this is Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown thought he would diss Joel Embiid. It would help if I turn the volume on, right? I know that helps a lot.
They're doing this with all without Embiid. I think personally they may be a little better without Embiid. I'm not sure, but I know they're doing all this. They've been playing well, finding an identity. So we'll see if the big fella comes back. But I think they've been doing a good job.
Wow. Well, that didn't age well, did it, Jaylen Brown? They're better without Embiid. I mean, how do you say something like that? Talk about that ain't confidence, my friend. That is arrogance and stupidity, and you got cooked big time for it. This is one of the most epic playoff collapses by an NBA team ever, ever, Jalen, ever. Oh, hey, we got to talk about Dave Portnoy, who hey, and y'all might like him. That's cool. Whatever. I don't care. I don't. I think he's an asshole, to be blunt. He thinks he's this cool, tough Boston guy with his little pot belly. But yeah, man, he's been crapping all over Philadelphia. He was crapping on the Flyers in the Penguin series. And then, of course, we had this chant. Remember this chant?
Kelly Oubre Jr. at the line to shoot two.
That was when we knew we were going to the playoffs, and Portnoy tweets out, arguably the funniest chant of all time in the history of Philadelphia. The Sixers have never wanted Boston. Now, there's a guy calls himself a Boston sports fan, but he has no idea how sports work. He has no idea how rivalries work or how Philly works. We want Boston every damn year, man. We don't care if we lose to them more often than not. That is the rivalry for Philly in basketball in the NBA. It is the hated Boston Celtics, and everything feels better. If we go on to win a championship, it feels a hell of a lot better going through Boston. We want them every damn year. Be like going through the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game if they could ever get that far. You know what I'm saying? And then he had this, so he thought it would be cool to call us scumbags. But let's take a listen to this one from little Dave.
By the way, all the time we want Boston, these scumbags in Philadelphia. I guess you got to chant it. You got to give it to the chant, but just like they got just worry about the Flyers. You got Gritty out there throwing a penguin. He's basically cooking. He's got a fork and a knife cooking up a penguin. But the Sixers are done.
Sixers are done. The Sixers are done. By the way, you calling fans scumbags simply for chanting, "We want Boston"? Really? That's where we're at, little Dave? Little Defina? Scumbags? Because we said we want Boston. The Sixers are done. Are the Sixers done, though? I'm curious, Dave. Are they done? I'm thinking they're not done. You might be done. The Celtics offseason, their summer might have started. I guess they've got things to do, places to go, beaches to hang out on. Last thing I want to give you, just because I thought this was important, someone made a good point. We were down 13, right? 13, I think, in this game at one point. Quentin Grimes came in the second half, 18 points, hit 4 3-pointers to get us back into this game. We would have been going home if Grimes didn't light it up. And look, that is no, right? Obviously, I'm not taking away from the big guns of VJ Edgecombe and Maxey and Embiid and everything they did. But anytime you're going to win a series like this, you're going to need the work from one of those guys who's not the big gun, the big dog, the big name. And we got it from Grimes for sure, which helped us get to the point where we could take this series from Boston in Boston. It is epic. Yeah, can you tell I'm really happy? In fact, I'm kind of blocking out the fact that my Flyers lost and reveling in the Sixers' victory. We had a lot of feel-goodism with the Devontae Smith's charity softball game as well this weekend. So, that's been cool. But yeah, this is a feel-good. Now, man, do we have it for the Knicks? I don't know. But hell, I don't know if Embiid's going to be healthy. But man, this the taste in my mouth, it feels a lot better after the season we just went through, having taken out the Boston Celtics in this way. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do me a quick favor, smash the like button, subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I will talk to you later.